Alrighty, welcome back, Pokemon trainers, channel members specifically. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and welcome to a stream that I don't know what we're doing. Not specifically, this is more of just a kind of hangout, chill, relax, chat about what's going on here. Hello, Sailor Pika, welcome to our stream. Yeah, so basically, as I say, I want to have at least one members exclusive stream every month to, say thank you and honor the membership feature that we're going on here. So we are here today. This is going to be sort of a whatever the members feel like doing, we'll do. But I do want to talk a little bit about, yes, I'm going to commandeer my own stream for my purposes, but I want to talk a little bit about what was revealed in, I think, yesterday's Pokemon Presents, new information. Whatever stream indeed, Sailor Pika, basically, that's what it's going to be. Yeah, we can talk a little bit about what's coming up with, was it Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond? I don't know. But the new Gen 4 remakes and Pokemon Legends Arceus. Because they revealed a couple of new things in Pokemon Legends Arceus that seems pretty interesting. I've always been a fan of new evolutions for previous species. So we do know 2 new evolutions will be happening in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Kind of excited for that. I'm not even centered. Also, I did label this as a Pokemon TCG stream. I just didn't want to label it as just a basic Pokemon stream. And I can jump in, do some of my daily challenges, or do some battles with the viewers. But we'll see how things go today, as far as who wants to do what. So, one thing I do want to try today, though, if the members have Pokemon Home, I have an idea for what we can do to maybe try to build up the channel more as these new remakes and Pokemon Legends Arceus come out for the Nintendo Switch. So, just to update, I guess there's no real updating to do, but I still don't have a Nintendo Switch, therefore I'm a bit behind the times as far as the Let's Go games, Sword and Shield, these upcoming games, the Gen 4 remakes, of course, Legends Arceus. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, to be able to get a Switch sometime by the end of the year, and if so, whatever technologies are needed to be able to record and or stream content from the Switch games. So Sailor Pika, you do have Pokemon Home. Well, that's good, because what I want to do is maybe do a little bit of a test today. I'm hoping that some more members will show up before we get into it, but I'm trying to think, until I get myself a Switch, how can I keep the channel relevant in this wave of new Pokemon content coming to the Nintendo Switch? So, one thing I was thinking of doing, remember back when we would do Wi-Fi battles on not Sword and Shield, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and I would have those special Pokemon bred to give out as rewards and prizes? I kind of want to do the same thing. Like, I can breed Pokemon in Ultra Shield? That's not even a thing. I can breed Pokemon in Ultra Sun. Send them up into Nintendo. Send them up into Pokemon Home and give them through Home to viewers to maybe get them started on their journeys. We don't know yet how trading or Pokemon Home integration will work with the Legends Arceus and or the Diamond and Pearl remakes. So I would imagine they would do a thing where you need to complete either game, the main story, before you can access Pokemon Home. I don't know, they might have home accessibility immediately, as far as I know, but that's the thing. We don't know how it's going to work. But one idea that I have is taking a look at what starters are available in each game, breeding up certain versions of my own breeding, putting them into Home, and offering them to the viewers. For example, I've bred up Kakarot, for example, our Chimchar, with like Thunder Punch, Mach Punch, I think. Other stuff. It's got some good moves. Got the Iron Fist hidden ability, good stats. I can have those available for people starting the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I don't have, as far as I remember, a Turtwig or Piplup specifically designed with egg moves, good stats, but I can work on that behind the scenes and try to get a bunch of those ready for when the Diamond and Pearl remakes come out. And I think they said it's going to be out for Christmas season this year, the holiday season. So I can work on that. One idea that I have, though, to try to encourage membership is to have give members first choice of some of these Pokemon that I'll be giving away. If I do this, I would like to make this like a monthly feature. where once a month we'll do a live stream with just the members, and I'll say, okay, sort of a first come first serve thing. Whoever asks for whatever Pokemon I'm giving away that time, I'll give them whatever it is. Let's say, just say Piplup, for example. And I don't know, I like the idea of making it sort of a competition. Or, no, if I'm giving away a specific Pokemon, then I can basically just give it away as it is, you know, whatever the Pokemon has been bred. But if I do, like, one idea that I had, hang on one sec here. I'm going to switch over to my own Pokemon Home. I've got that open. I just gotta, where am I at here? I was gonna switch over to the different window. One sec. Are we in Home? We are in Home. Okay, get this back up. Oh, this does not look good. I'll have to make a specific format for Home because they cut off the top and bottom with those black bars. But I mean, you see the screen anyway. So I think that would be a cool idea, Sailor Pika. Because something I was thinking. Look at all those shinies. These are all listed as number. So take off shiny. I want to see everything. So basically, when I catch stuff in Pokemon Go, if it's a starter Pokemon, if it's a 3-star Pokemon, and certain other things, like if it's a basic that has no evolutionary, you know, ups or downs, let's say, I generally send them off to my Pokemon Home, not really planning to do anything with them. If I have an excess of shiny Pokemon or legendary Pokemon, mythical Pokemon, I send them off to Home as well. So I have a decent collection of various species of Pokemon. And they're basically just kind of sitting here, not doing anything. Even things like this little Weedle. Look at the stats on this Weedle. Check this out. Look at that Weedle. Sure, maybe Beedrill's not the most important Pokemon you might be thinking of, but this could be a breeding partner to pass on these good stats if anybody likes to do breeding in their various Pokemon games. So yeah, anytime it's a 3-star, a starter, a basic Pokemon, or, for example, in Pokemon Go, if it's a regional species, I also tag that to send off to Home instead of just transferring away. I have them just sitting here, and they're just not, they're basically collecting dust. So I'd like to somehow incorporate some of these giveaways, like give some of these Pokemon away. Let me go down to, I don't have as many starters from Johto, it looks like. I think Kanto is the one, the region I have the most starters from. What else we got down here? A bunch of Smeargle. Again, it's a Pokemon that has like a base form, no evolution, so I usually send them off. But yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon just kind of sitting here doing nothing. So I could incorporate some sort of a giveaway every month, do a special, let's say a breeding kind of feature where, like, let's say if I do Turtwig, I breed Turtwig with specific egg moves, good stats. I could have the members come for a, let's call it a premiere, members exclusive live stream, where I give these away to people, and then I could do a follow-up, maybe the next day or whatever, like, you know, however it's going to time out, and do a giveaway to anyone that shows up on the channel. But as far as certain things, like, let me just see if I can search by legendary. Do we have legendary options? I don't know. I don't think we can search by legendary, it looks like. Oh well, let me just scroll. Oh wait, can I do this? No, these are different labels. Okay. I could label them as legendary, for example, though. Let's back out of this. And what do we have available for legendaries? Bear with me as I'm just kind of rambling and searching on my own. See, I got a, you know, back when Kyurem was the raid boss, I got quite a few Kyurem, so I sent them up. For the first come, first serve kind of thing, of course, I would want to make that members first, followed by anyone else that shows up later in a what do you call it? Just a later live stream. So members would have a choice. Oh, I want to get this Tornadus, for example. What are your stats like? Pretty decent. Yeah, so once a month, maybe you can choose which one you want, and then also get involved in a starter giveaway, for example, or something like that. Because I like the idea, breeding, say, Turtwig, Piplup, Chimchar, having each of them available to prepare people for their Diamond and Pearl remake playthroughs. So they can send in the starter that I've bred for them, have maybe an easier time or just like a more interesting time with the various types of moves. But I also like the idea. Now, I like this idea in general. Sailor Pikachu says, that's sort of like how I did a Pokemon giveaway for members back in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I did, was that specific for members? Yeah, I think it was. I think that was actually part of my, the perks that I mentioned back then, back when those games were still relevant. It's so sad to say those games are old now. The Ultra games. Anyways, I'd like to bring this idea back and give the members first choice of what they want to get. But I like in the Pokemon Legends Arceus game where you have your 3 starters, but they're not the starters from one region. You know, we got Cyndaquil, we got Oshawott. What's the other one? Turtwig, isn't it? I think Turtwig is your third choice. Yeah, Turtwig's interesting. It's getting highlighted in both these new Sinnoh games, or Hisui in Sinnoh. It's where they made it Hisui region, knowing that it becomes a Sinnoh. But anyways, you haven't touched the games in so long. Me neither. I do want to sort of pick them back up as far as getting contest ribbons, though, for my Pokemon. Before, like, my nephew told me, I think within about a year, they're not going to have connectivity from the 3DS to Pokemon Home. I want to look into that to know exactly when that's going to happen, or if. I'm not sure. I got to look into it. But I'm going to need to send Shelbert and his crew up into Pokemon Home before that happens. I just don't want to send him and the gang up to somewhere that I can't take them out of, because once they go into Home, they can only go into like Gen 8 games, Gen 8 systems. Since I don't have a Switch, they would just be locked in this Home right over here, not being able to do anything. So anyway, I'll get to it at some point. But I'm like I said, I'm trying to think of ways to make the channel work with the new games coming out. Because when I saw the Pokemon Presents, the information was really, really exciting. I don't know if you saw it though, but prepare for spoilers. I'm going to talk a little bit about what we saw in that. Was it a half hour? That half hour presentation. 1 second, I'm just going to switch back into Pokemon Home so something slightly more interesting is on screen. Are we back? There we go. Excuse me. But like I said, I like that we're going to get new evolutions. I like this because I believe that it's going to be... Okay, so they announced that Stantler will evolve into Hisuian. It's Hisui, isn't it? Into Hisuian. Not even Hisuian Weirdeer, but it's going to evolve into Weirdeer. They didn't specify that it's like a Hisuian form of Stantler. It just said Stantler that survived the harsh region of Hisui evolve into Weirdeer. And like I said, I like when previous Pokemon get an evolution. I didn't like it as much in Sword and Shield because, let's take Farfetch for example. Farfetch we've had since Gen 1, that cute little leek swinging duck. He himself, I shouldn't say he, it's male and female, but Farfetch'd itself cannot evolve. Even to this day, Farfetch'd does not have an evolution. Galarian Farfetch'd can evolve into Sirfetch'd, but our basic Cantonian Farfetch'd, still nothing has been done with it. You know, you could argue that it does have an evolution, but specifically Cantonian Farfetch'd doesn't. So anyways, the fact that all these new things like Mr. Rhyme, what else is there? Cursola, for example, they were all Galarian form basics that now have an evolution. It still hasn't done anything with the original. So I hope that original Stantler, let's say Johto, because Gen 2 is when it showed up, Johtonian Stantler, I guess, now can evolve, unless they decide to say, oh wait, this is a Hisuian Stantler and this can evolve. I hope they don't do that. I want to see the original design of Stantler to evolve into Weirdeer. I also like that Basculin will have an evolution into Basculegion. That sounds kind of cool, and I like that. We only saw like the red colored Basculin though. I wonder if blue striped Basculin will actually have a different evolution, or worst case scenario, it's probably going to have a different form of Basculegion if it does evolve. What if they made it only red striped Basculin can evolve and blue stripes don't? That would be weird. No, what if blue stripe was like a submarine? That'd be cool. You saw that? You saw the Pokemon Presents? It's all good. I liked it too. I do like that they also gave us some, Hisuian, what are they called? Variants, I guess? Not so much multiverse variants, but that we saw Growlithe with all the fur. First of all, okay, Pokemon Go, Niantic, I know you're watching this, even though you're not a member of the channel, but give us Hisuian Growlithe today, now. Release it. I want to get that. That looks so cool. Also, Hisuian Braviary. I think it's going to be a flying and psychic type because it says it has like psychic energies and such. So, I'm assuming we'll see them at some point. You know, they've actually released stuff way ahead of schedule to hype things up here in Pokemon Go. Like, didn't we got the Alola forms for most of the Pokemon? Or, no, I think Alolan Exeggutor was the initial appearance when Sun and Moon was first coming out. My mind just got blown. Like, Sun and Moon is not that old. Like, it doesn't feel like it. Pokemon Go is only 5 years old. Has Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, and now Pokemon Legends, Arceus, have they all been released within Pokemon Go's lifespan? That seems like it's too much in, like, 5 years, doesn't it? Or maybe 5 years doesn't seem like as long a time as I'm thinking, and Pokemon Go is much older than I'm giving it credit for. I don't know, it's just weird. But anyways, they hyped up the Alola forms by giving us Alolan Exeggutor in Pokemon Go, and I could see them doing the same thing by releasing Hisuian Growlithe. We'd have to probably see what the Arcanine looks like. Or what if it actually evolves into a different species? I don't know, speculation. But also, Hisuian Braviary I could see also being released in Pokemon Go as a way to hype up the release of these new games. Or this new game. You know what? They haven't said that there's going to be two different versions of Pokemon Legends, which I think is fine. We don't always need a new, like, you know, two versions back to back of a new game. I think it's fine as it is. Like with Pokemon Colosseum, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, they didn't have two separate versions of those, right? And yes, Sailor Pika, Hisuian Growlithe is adorable. It reminds me of Sam the Sheepdog from the Looney Tunes cartoons, with the eyes completely covered. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Stoutland as well, if Stoutland had the fur over its eyes as well. You're excited for all the new forms? Me too. I mean, I want to know more about them, of course. I want to know what typings they are. I think... what would Growlithe be? They said something about it's got added fur to help deal with the cold. I'm assuming it would still be part fire, but maybe not. I don't know. Actually, it could be fire with an added second typing. Who knows? Is there anything happening in the neighborhood, by the way? Well, 45 minutes, we got us a legendary egg. And that's that. Okay then, not much happening here in the neighborhood. However, tomorrow is when Part 3 of the Ultra Unlock begins in Pokemon Go. That's when we're going to be able to find our Wild Wooloo, Wild Skwovet. I believe we'll start seeing... is it Zacian, I think, first? Zacian in Legendary Raids, or Zamazenta if I'm wrong, and Phalanx in Raids as well. That'll be cool. I don't... again, why is Phalanx so cool in my mind? I don't get it. I like it. So I'm hoping to get one of them for the team. I just don't know why I want it so much. It's just, I don't know. Since I couldn't get Sword and Shield, or, you know, I could have got it, but I didn't have a Switch. Since I couldn't play Sword and Shield, I never really got attached to any of the new Pokemon, thinking, oh, this one's going to be cool. But somehow Phalanx caught my interest. Anyways, so one thing I will say is a concern of these new games, and this takes me back to when Sword and Shield was first coming out and being hyped up. What do you think they're going to do regarding national decks? Because that is a concern. They announced midway through the hype of Sword and Shield coming out that only Pokemon that are in the Galar decks will be permitted to enter the Galarian region. So that's when they dropped the bomb that even if you have, say, like, let's say Squirtle at the time, if you have a Squirtle in Pokemon Home, you can't send it into Pokemon Sword or Shield. And even to this day, I believe, like, one species I've been hanging on to, hoping for is Sandshrew and Sandslash. I don't think they've ever announced that Sandshrew and Sandslash can go into Galar. And that was what initially threw me off from the games, because I was like, okay, if I can't bring my entire team that I've built up ever since Pokemon Sapphire and subsequent games, that was the word I was thinking of earlier, couldn't think of it, subsequent. But anyways, I thought if I can't bring my whole team in and they can experience that region as a collective group, then I wouldn't want to pick and choose who goes and who doesn't, you know? I would feel bad about that. However, when it comes to things like these kind of spin-off games, and I consider the remake sort of a spin-off, where it's like, we've already had Diamond and Pearl, I've already gone through that region. The remake, kind of spin-off-y, not exactly, but anyways, definitely the Legends Arceus game seems like a spin-off kind of thing. If each of those games are limited to just their regional decks, I feel like since Sword and Shield kind of, broke the mold initially by saying only certain species can come in here, I'm kind of okay if future games do that now. I had the same feeling with Gen 5 when they introduced the concept of multi-use TMs, where, from now on, if you want to use a flamethrower TM, you don't lose it, like it doesn't break. You can use it as many times as you want. At the time, I felt like that's just catering to the hackers who hack in like 99 of each TM, isn't it? Like, why let the hackers, why validate what they do? But as soon as Gen 6 came along and the TMs continued to be multi-use, I was like, okay, well, we've had this for a generation. I kind of accept it at this point. So same kind of thing with the limited decks of each region. As much as I don't want to be okay with it, like I want to bring my whole squad into the Legends Arceus game, I guess you have to accept that maybe you can't. And this is depending on if we can even do that. Like, I don't know if they're going to have Pokemon Home connectivity with that, but I imagine they would, given the fact that they're letting us now evolve Stantler into Weirdeer, for example. I don't know. Maybe I'm expecting too much, hoping for too much, but we'll see what happens. You can't wait to catch Wooloo, Phalanx, and Skwovet. That's going to be kind of cool, indeed. New species, and of course, the Zacian Zamazenta will be good to add to the decks as well. It is still funny, we don't have Volcarona yet from Gen 5. I mean, okay, going way back, we still don't have Kecleon yet. I don't mind that. I'm okay with when we skip generations in Pokemon Go, but it is funny how there's still some earlier dexes that have holes in them, and they're already talking about giving us Gen 8, like, limited amounts of them, but still. It's interesting for sure. So anyways, as I said, all this rambling aside, itchy noses as well, I'm thinking of how I can make the channel stay connected with the Pokemon series as it advances beyond what I can keep up with, in the sense that, okay, now I can start giving out Pokemon through breeding and through Pokemon Home. So to that end, I'm going to switch back over. One sec here. I gotta have like a different layout for this, just to make it look nice and neat and stuff, because I'm all about presentation, and it kind of hurts me to see these black bars. But whatever, I'll have to tough through it. So anyways, are we actually connected here on Pokemon Home, Cellular Pika? And actually, how do we find... Okay, we got friends here. We're not connected. So, because what I'm thinking, something as simple as I can go over here. There's room trade. I can create a trade room. If you don't mind, I'm going to do a little bit of experimentation here, try to figure this out. So, I can join a trade room, join via a trade room ID, or join via a code panel. So, if I create a trade room, Pokemon to be traded. Oh, okay, so I've seen this happen in like the random wonder trade rooms, I think you would call them that, where it shows you sometimes the Pokemon that's available, or it just shows you their Pokeball. So I'm just going to go with visible, I guess. Now, does this show us... Okay, so there's limited time on this. So there's the number and a QR code. So, okay, we could do this as a way to get viewers to do the trade. I'm going to exit for a second, though. This trade room will be disbanded. See, I don't like how there's a time limit on that. And I'm assuming that this would be like a random trade, like we each put in a random Pokemon. Because what I could do if we do something with the viewers, and so I'm saying viewers as opposed to members. Members are going to have like a a set way to trade. I could do the random trade for viewers, in which I'll put up the Pokemon that I'm offering out. Whoever wants to jump in and try to snatch it can get it, and I'll have to say ahead of time, this isn't guaranteed. You might not specifically get this Pokemon, but you can jump in and hope that you want to trade with me. But isn't there a way to do a friend trade? Right there, friend trade. Okay, so I specifically choose who I'm giving the Pokemon to. It looks like I'm limited to 10 per day. There is also the option, I could go to GTS. I could put up the specific... I gotta clear out my previous trades too. I could put up the Pokemon I'm offering for something basic. Remember we used to do stuff like that? Oh, you like my ideas? Well, thank you very much. I hope that they pan out well. Because I thought the friend trade would be a lot more reliable, but now if it's limited to 10 per day, that wouldn't be great. It could work. It could just take a little while. And like I said, the friend trade would probably be members. There'd be no way to guarantee that every member could get it, because let's say we get to 11 members and I have a members exclusive trade session here on Pokemon Home, then one member would miss out. And hopefully, if things were to continue working well, and I'm building up more members and more members, let's say I get to 20 members, then only half of our members could take part in that stream. I could always do like off-screen trading. Let me see what I can do. Oops, what I can do over here. Let me go back. There we go. So if I go to friends, let's just take my buddy Evan. Okay, I can specifically choose to trade with individual members. I can put a little nickname thing. So I could type in what I do in Pokemon Go. I'll type like member 01, member 02. So I could do that with this, I guess. Okay. We have to do it when they're online, of course. So I wonder how well this friend trade would go. I would assume doing that trade from my friends list would not take away one of these numbers. But then I don't know, because here it's giving me the option to choose someone as well. I don't know. We'll have to... Okay, that's something we can kind of play around with. In fact, actually, Sailor Pika, would you like to connect on Pokemon Home right now, and then we'll see if we can do a trade that way, and if it changes the number. And as you say, 10 trades is better than 0. But as long as I can... Like, the thing is, if I was to offer this as a membership perk, first of all, specifically, YouTube says it can't be a perk that is like a random chance, like a raffle or something like that. It has to be something that you can guarantee to any member. And if I can only give it to 10, well, that is 10 per day though. Because I can still do it. Okay, let's just do this. Let's go over to friends. I'm going to say add friend, and can I show you my code? So, okay, you should be able to scan this in your Pokemon Home to add me as a friend. So let me know in the chat once you've done that, and then we can try a trade, a test trade. And I can offer you a cool legendary or something like that, because I got some spares. Is there any Pokemon that you need for your Pokemon Home decks, or even if to go in Sword or Shield, or whatever other game that you want to send it to? Just let me know what Pokemon you want. You can trade back anything that you want just for the test. But I want to make it worth your while. You're my guinea pig, you know? I want to make sure you get something rewarding as compensation. Okay, so I'm going to take this off screen. I think we'll just hold back here. Wait to see if we have a friend request coming on in. Actually, we'll go over here, and I'll leave my friend code on screen for you. And just so you know, this is probably going to be an unlisted stream afterwards, because I want to try to keep this specific to just the members for the time being, until we decide if this is going to work for a global kind of a public live stream. Okay, you're okay with whatever Pokemon? Sounds good. I can give you... I'll take a look-see at Do we have any decent Charmanders? Or you know what? I'm going to give you a Kyurem. I got some spares of that. What are your stats like, Kyurem? You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. That's good. That's the thing I don't like about... Oh, you didn't scan it yet. Hang on. Let me go back to my friend code then. I haven't navigated most of this stuff in Pokemon Home forever, so I don't remember how to do all of it. But if this becomes a regular feature, we'll get to there. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, that's the thing I don't like about... When you send something from Pokemon Go into Pokemon Home, it does... what would you call it? Translate the attack, HP, and... Is it attack, defense, HP? It translates them into their HP, attack, special attack, defense, special defense. But the thing about the speed stat, it is always randomized when your Pokemon goes from Go into Home. And I don't like that, because you could have like a perfect 100% Pokemon and then send it to Home, and it could have the worst possible speed stat. I feel like they should have made it so that it has a... I see a request. That if you send a 100% Pokemon from Go into Home, it should... Or any Pokemon, let's say. It should take a look at the 3 stats of Go, your HP, attack, defense, and say like, 1, 2, 3 or whatever, and it should even them out to give you the speed stat. Should sort of equalize those to determine the speed stat instead of randomized. Which means if you were to send a 100% Pokemon from Go to Home, it should have 100% speed, max speed stat, if my idea was what they went with. Now they didn't, so unfortunately you can't guarantee getting a 100% Pokemon, even if it is perfect in Go, when you send it to Home. But I guess that is what it is. Alright, pending friend request. Let us confirm. Indeed. So, we're going to do a little test here. Right now, it says I got 10 friend trades. Let's go over to our friends list. Click on you, and let's test our first trade on stream together. My GPS was being initialized. Okay, then. Now, also, I'm going to see, does it let me see the stats as we're preparing for a trade? We'll see what happens. But I like the idea of now including Pokemon Home content. I did ask this on the community tab a while back, and most people seemed interested in it because, I think one viewer had said they need this species or that species or whatever. They needed that for filling up their Pokedex, and I'm like, yeah, if I've got spares of something that are just sitting around doing nothing in my collection, I might as well give them to people they can make use of, even if it is just to fill out a page in their own Pokedex. The one... no, I was going to say the one downside of this, I shouldn't say one, there's probably many, but one downside I'm thinking of is the fact that you can't send Pokemon from Go back, or from Home back to Go. But I know why they did it, because, that's going to encourage, when it's safe to do so, inter-regional travel once again. For example, if I didn't have Kangaskhan and I wanted one, then I would have to travel to Australia and yada, yada, yada. We're going to give you... Can I see you? Go to summary. I want to check the overall stats. That's good, but it could be better. Can I not scroll? Come on now. I got to go individually? That's not good. I'll probably label these, though, when it does come time for regular trading. That's terrible. Look at that speed! How is that tradable? It's not at all. Okay. This, I think, was the good one. So I'll offer this for trade. Feel free to send back whatever you feel like. I'm going to say that I am ready. It's in a Premier Ball, too. Alright. But yeah, I know why they didn't allow trading back into Go. First of all, given that speed stat is randomized when it comes into Go, if you were to send it back, there's no way to keep track of what its speed stat was in Home, so it would just be randomized again the next time. We're getting a shiny Eevee. Would this one have been from... Can I tap on it? I don't know. It doesn't let me. But I'm assuming that would be from Pokemon Go. Alright, we're doing our first trade here in Pokemon Home. In fact, I think this is my very first trade in Pokemon Home. So Kyurem is off and running. Too bad it ain't a shiny. Did they actually release shiny Kyurem? No, they didn't, did they? 'Cause I think the last time we had it in raids was last year, and not as many people wanted to battle it because it couldn't be shiny. So it is a Community Day shiny Eevee. Alright, thank you very much. Hopefully this Kyurem is decent for you as well. Shiny Eevee. Indeed, yes, it did look like a few viewers were interested in doing some Pokemon Home content. Okay, so let's go over and check out our newly acquired Eevee. Where are you? There you are. Look at the shininess. Thank you very much. You can see the stats there. So speed stat was randomized. It's decent, but that is a nice trade. Now, of course, it doesn't keep the specific moves either. So it doesn't have its, what is it, last resort. But it's still an Eevee. And it's a shiny one at that. Alright. So, let me go over to our trade here. That does cost one of my trades for the day. So as I said, it does put a bit of a hindrance to this idea. Not terrible, though. I can work with that. I'm thinking, okay, so if I can do 10 trades per day, I could get 300 members to guarantee, well, I shouldn't say 300, let's say 280 members because of February having 28 days. I could guarantee a Pokemon specifically for all members if we have 280 members or less. And that's assuming that I can get all 10 people together for a trade, right? So I'll have to think about how this would work. I mean, it's going to be a long time, probably, until I have to worry about having 280 plus members of the channel. So, this could still be doable anyway. I mean, right now, we're at 5. So, I got quite a ways to go before I got to worry about that. I might just need to do more trades, like more trade live streams, even just quick ones or something, and say the first 10 that show up for today gets their Pokemon, and I'll just mark them off on my little spreadsheet that I have for members and say, okay, they got this month's Pokemon. I also have to consider that for we got the 2 different tiers. We got the Lab Rats, which get like the lesser bonuses. I shouldn't say that. Lab Rats get the basic bonuses. Lab Aids get the advanced bonuses or the enhanced bonuses. So I think for Lab Aids, I would probably want to offer up 2 Pokemon. Maybe the one that I specifically bred, and then one of their choosing, perhaps. Maybe excluding certain things like legendaries. Because I want to kind of do legendaries either for special events or, I don't know, maybe exclusively for members. We can consider that. So indeed, it is only 10 per day. Now the room trade, of course, is random. I could also, I could consider that. I like the random idea more for the public live streams, though, where we could have, for example, I think it was like 20 people we can have in there, and one of those 20, assuming we get the full 20, maybe only 5 people join in, right? But where we could get one of those assembled people randomly getting the bred Pokemon that I'm giving out. So that could be a potential way to do this. Join a random trade room. I've done that. I don't, like, so many times those random trade rooms, like, you get timed out even though nothing happened to time you out. I don't really like those, and I hope that kind of little glitch thing doesn't happen for creating your own trade room. Okay, so that covers the ideas I have for Pokemon Home. And if I have any spare shinies, like, I've got some shinies through Wonder Trading, probably hacked. You know, when you get a shiny Pokemon with max stats, like max IVs, level 100, egg moves, and as I say, shiny form, when you get something like that, probably hacked. So I don't want to give those away. It doesn't seem right to give out a hacked thing, but I can guarantee that any Pokemon that I send from Go into Home, they are legit because I caught them myself. And if they are shiny, all the better. I'll usually keep 5 shinies in Pokemon Go if anybody needs one, and then the excess I send off to Home and I tag them as a favorite so I know they're legit ones, right? So shinies could be an option for the members as well. Because see, what I'm trying to do, I want to encourage the idea of us doing these home live streams, but find a way to entice people to become members for the additional bonus of what they can get from home through my channel. So I think, yeah, that's what we'll do at some point. We'll have a random stream where I just give out, like, I should probably upload a bunch of the Pokemon I've previously bred from Ultra Sun and try our first Pokemon home, call it like a Wonder Trade, basically. Try our first stream of that sometime next week, maybe. You remember always getting hacked Pokemon in Ultra Moon. Yeah, it's like, I don't know why people do that. It takes, to me, it takes the fun out of it when you have a guaranteed 100% perfect something. It's like, you put no effort into raising that. Like, me personally, I'd be like, I don't have any attachment to this, therefore I don't really care to use it. But that's the way I see it. I don't know. Alright, so I guess let's just cut back over to Pokemon Home. I keep messing this up. Let's go back to Pokemon Go. Now that we've done our experimentations with Home. And I just became great friends with somebody. Nice! So, is there something I was going to mention about Go? I don't think so. As far as like the membership bonuses and perks and such, going to continue that every week, usually every Saturday. Ooh, wait a minute. Hi, Froggy. Wait a minute. In an hour, we got something hatching. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming for another full hour after this, though. I guess we do have a legendary hatching in 20 minutes. But I don't know if I'll be around for that one. I might come back later tonight for a public live stream, however, TCG, because that's what I want to do. Since one of the members' bonuses that I offer on the channel is monthly Pokemon TCG online codes, I want to try to get more Pokemon TCG online content on the channel, because if someone's going to be a member of the channel here and they're getting TCG codes for it, you'd think I should be more focused on providing TCG content, right? So oh, also, yeah, that reminds me. Something I was thinking, and yeah, Sailor Pika, I completely agree with you. Of course, I'm more biased in this sense, but I'd like to see more people becoming members as well. Now, first of all, of course, that does help me financially. The more monthly members there are, the more that I get, compensated for that. But the more I can give out the stuff I want to give out. Like, let me show you this. Wait, hang on. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because there's codes that could be scanned, but this whole box here, can I show like this? I'll say that's safe. Look at all these code cards. And this is just one of the boxes I've got back over here. There was a whole bunch of codes behind this box. Look at this. Look at all these codes. Now they are older, cards, older sets and such, but they can still be traded for more modern stuff. If you realize the music's gone because I got a phone call coming in, but I'm busy talking to my members. But yeah, I got so many codes I can give out. If I start doing the Pokemon Home content, I'm going to have so many Pokemon available to give out. I like the idea that more people, like, it's a scratch my back, I'll scratch yours kind of thing. If you're a member to the channel, I like giving stuff back as thanks. So, I think, well, actually, although she's not here because she's not a member, I do appreciate very much that Anne-Marie Hedgehog gave me a shout-out on her channel. That was really cool, and thank you for linking that to me, Sailor Pika. I might not have seen that otherwise, so thanks for sharing that on Twitter and letting me know about that. So, that's what I say. The more people that do stuff like that, just a simple little share and a link, that's at least, let's say, even if it's only one more person that wouldn't have, otherwise seen my channel. If Anne-Marie Hedgehog had one person that watched her video, now she had many more than one, but if she did, then that's one new person that may have never heard of my channel and the stuff that I offer up as compensation for being a channel member. So, people might not think, oh, me sharing this one thing, is that going to help? It can. It really can. Like I said, I feel bad that for however long it's been, I wouldn't think to click like on someone else's video, someone that I like to watch, and they entertain me, and I get a lot of hours of enjoyment from watching their stuff, until I realized, just click like. And that shows, I don't know, does it go on to, like, say, my community tab? I don't think it does, but regardless, the more likes one video gets, the more I believe it gets pushed out to people's recommended videos when they're watching other content. So your one like can build up with multiple other likes, and likes make the world go round, right? Indeed, everything does help. And I did like to see that video from Anne-Marie. That was really awesome. Unexpected? What is the quote from The Phantom Menace? A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. I am the Emperor. Check that out. Alright, was there anything else? Oh, yes. So, I've been thinking, how can we do some sort of tournament-style stuff on the channel? Because the more we get members, the more we get, regular viewers and stuff. I like the idea of holding some sort of contest through the various games that I can, again, from my limited non-Switch standpoint for now, be involved with. I think one idea is revitalizing the Discord server we had way back when. And I got to look into it. If you can do, like, say, screen sharing through Discord, or I'm sure you can take, like, computer screenshot and send pictures. Because my idea is, if I was to organize some sort of a Pokemon TCG online tournament, for example, where, let's say, Sailor Pika, since you're here, you're one of the 8 members of this tournament. If you defeat your opponent, you can take a screenshot of the win screen and send that to me, and I'll say, okay, so you advance into the second bracket, and then you face off against whoever your next opponent might be, and we can do that in a tournament-style thing, where the winners get, certain prizes, certain rewards. Now, that would be kind of difficult, because it would depend on what each person has as far as, say, software. Like, if they don't have, it would probably have to be limited to people that have Discord, let's say, or whatever service that I do wind up using for this, because I could either, you can do screen share, I can watch the match in play, and the thing about this is, too, this would have to not be a live stream, because if, say, I'm watching from your perspective, and if this is a live stream and your opponent is watching the live stream, they can see what's in your hand, and we don't want that. I mean, I can crop it to not show what's in your hand, I guess. That could be an idea. But, yeah, using some sort of Discord or other kind of live chat kind of feature, potentially or preferably that can do screen sharing, that could be a way to have contests on the channel. Now, as far as, say, like Switch battles, Sword and Shield, or upcoming, I've heard that, I think Bulbapedia announced this, that Legends Arceus is not going to have trainer battles, like PvP trainer battles, but you can still trade. I'm not sure. Maybe that's just early announcement, or they're going to fix that up, or whatever. We'll find out as time goes on, but finding some way to have tournaments that I can watch, because otherwise, if it's just me, like just the face cam, just me talking about a match, that's not going to be entertaining to watch. I want to be able to show the match itself and commentate on it as it goes. But yeah, that's one idea. We can do some sort of a Discord-centric tournament of Pokemon TCG Online. Because as far as I know, by which I mean I haven't looked into it to research this, but as far as I currently know, you can't set up specific tournaments amongst your friends in Pokemon TCG Online. That would be a cool feature I'd like to see them add. Like, you find 8 of your friends that are online and set up a tournament and put them into it. I mean, you'd probably have to put yourself into it to make sense of it. But anyway, assuming you don't have to, let's say I get 8 viewers, put them in the tournament, I'd have to be able to see who wins to confirm who gets the prizes. Because I could easily, say, I don't know, I should throw 2 names out there. Say Jill and Mark. Let's say that they're having a match, and at the end of it, each of them says, I won the match. I would need some sort of confirmation of who actually won the match, right? I can't just like pick and choose. So either screen sharing, or they could even take their phone, snap a picture of their screen, and maybe send it, like, to Twitter it at me or something like that. That could be an option. But I think the more secure, or let's say the more immediate way to do that would be if I had screen sharing with the viewers. But again, that comes down to they would need Discord, they would need to do screen share. But that's an idea for the future. Also, it also reminds me too, as far as a perk for the channel, I guess this comes down to individual players and what they use, but if I was to offer these Pokemon trades through Pokemon Home as a membership perk, what if a potential member doesn't use Home? Then that perk's going to be nothing to them. But if they want the other perks that are on the channel, then it's up to them. Do I want to, pay the channel, like the membership fee to get everything except this Pokemon Home trade, so I'm not getting my full value? I guess it's going to be up to each person. And if they want that bonus option, then they can become a member and gain access to it. I guess that basically covers all the thoughts I had for how to advance the memberships into the, I guess beyond Gen 8 with these remakes and Legends Arceus coming out. Because what I could actually do to hype up Arceus, I could breed Stantler. Or I could breed Basculin. People might like something like that. Also, if we find out how Rufflet evolves into Hisuian Braviary, I could breed up Rufflet, send them out, and allow the players out there to evolve them up into the Hisuian Braviary. However, that's going to be a thing in Pokemon Legends Arceus. We don't know. Alright, I guess this helped me get some ideas kind of muddling in my head. As I said, I'm going to probably try for, if I can get enough Pokemon built up in Pokemon Home, like enough bred Pokemon, I'll probably try our first crack at the Wonder Trade Room idea next week. I'd like to sort of incorporate a tournament idea, perhaps, to say people get first choice. No, I guess if I'm going to give the same Pokemon out to everybody, the stats might not really have to matter. It'll just be like random given out. Because most of the time I get Pokemon with the proper max stats, like, say, Chimchar, for example. I always try to make sure it's got max attack, max speed. And the other stats, the better they are, that's preferable. But I guess they're not necessarily the most important. But we'll give this a try maybe next week, and we'll see how things go from there. So for the remainder of our stream, I can stick around for, let's say, another 10-15 minutes or so. I gotta check that phone call in a little bit, and then get myself something to snack on for a late supper, because I do want to probably try to come back later tonight for a public TCG Online live stream. So what would you like to do, Sailor Pika, for the next 10 to 15 minutes? Would you like to do a Pokemon Go battle? Do you want to do Pokemon TCG Online? Do you want to try another trade, for example, maybe in Pokemon Home? And didn't they say at one point there's going to be new ways to interact with your Pokemon in Home? I'd like to see stuff like that. Like, even if they made it into sort of a My Pokemon Ranch from the Wii, where even if it's like not really interacting that much, but you get to see little animations of them, that'd be a neat way to improve Pokemon Home. Because right now, it's just a big old online storage box floating in the clouds. And there's really not much more to it than that. Although they did actually, let me go back over there. They've done a thing in the Pokédex that you can see. Where is it? Where is it? Pokédex. You can see Pokemon from all angles. It's so neat. So you can move Bulbasaur around. You can tap on it for the animations. You can zoom in on it. Look at this. I like this. And you can change, I think, the background. Can't really change the lighting, but oh well. I just realized this could be a good way for me to get thumbnails for my Pokemon Go videos. I do believe you need to have the Pokemon in your decks. And it's not for every species, I don't think. But you can do this. Check this out. Wait. Oh, wait. Can we do this? No! We can't see Gigamax Pokemon in that. No! But we can see Megas, I'm pretty sure. Like if we go to Charizard, we go to Mega Charizard Y. we can see that. Look at this. Let's get you the orangey background. Look at this. That's so cool. You can just see it. That's so neat. Zoom it out. Look how tiny this Charizard is. Okay, I'll switch back over to Go in just a second there. Sailor Pika. I'll just do it now, I guess. You get the idea. Pokemon can be seen in all various different angles and different backgrounds and stuff. Okay, switch back over. As I say, if home does become like a regular feature, I definitely want to make a specific layout just for that. Like maybe have the actual gameplay here in the middle. I can be like off to the side either way. And that's that. Alright, so feel free to issue me a battle request. And let me know if you want to do specific, maybe certain CP. If you want to do just shinies or just, since we had an Eevee Community Day, maybe just Evolutions. Let me know what format, if any, you'd like to focus. Tiny Charizard indeed. Remember, was it Mewtwo Returns, I think? I think it was initially like a TV animated special where we see that the Nidoqueen and the Rhyhorn clones that Mewtwo took from New Island, they actually mated and had offspring, and they had tiny little baby Nidoqueen just walking out. Now, I can't begin to say how many video game inconsistencies there were in that particular moment. First of all, Nidoqueen can't breed. Second of all Pokemon that hatch are the base forms. I guess there's only 2, but still, it's so cutesy, baby Nidoqueen. It's like when they showed baby Lugia in the anime, the series. You know Lugia in the baby. But I always thought they should do a thing. The higher the level of the Pokemon, like let's say level 50 is, of course it's the middle of their growth, let's call it, from level 1 to level 100. 50 is the middle. A level 50 Pokemon should be the size it says in the Pokedex, but if it's a higher level, represent that as being older, maybe it's bigger. Or maybe lower level, it's younger than that. Because think, even when Ash went to the Charisific Valley, his Charizard was seen as a runt. There was much larger Charizard that were already living there. So that could have been represented by how old they were or how high of a level they were. Let's try an evolution battle in the Great League. Alright, I'll prepare. Well, I'll get my team ready once the battle invite comes on in. But I always thought, because like with Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Stadium 2, whatever nickname you gave your Pokemon, it would alter their colors somewhat. And I think, was it Tamashi, I think I saw do a video of this, where she found out like how it changes the color values is based off the names, and what specific name you put in, it puts it as far to like the low hues as possible, and there's another name that puts it to as far as the high can go. So she showed a range of what each Pokemon could look like color-wise, and some of them are so crazy different. Like, even not going based off the extremes, I've seen Geodude with blue tongues. You don't get that. I think I've seen Victory Bell that look like shiny colors. So there's... Do you think that's what inspired shiny Pokemon, in a way? Okay, so you want to go Great League? We'll go with the Evolutions. I think I can replace the Element team now. We're good there. Evolutions. In fact, let's go. Show evolutionary line. So let's go with, I can go with Lokester. I'll lead Lokester. I guess I'll go with my top 3, because everything else is below 1,000. Did you say a CP limit? Nope, just basically the Great League limit. Alright. I guess we'll go with that. Look at you dancing the moves. I didn't get that pose. I couldn't do Go Fest. But I'm actually okay with that. If everybody had the pose, or say the Meloetta, whatever you got from it, then it wouldn't be as special. People paid for the ticket, they got the advanced. Like, generally, the pose, let's say, is probably just a one-time thing, but eventually Meloetta will be released to everybody. And I'm patient. I can wait. I can wait until the shiny Meloetta gets added, and then add that to my collection. But that ain't going to happen when it first releases to everybody. So, again, patience. Patience is a virtue, and I'm okay with that. You like the pop star pose. So the pose I choose, basically, that's what I do when I'm out walking. Like, I'm there at a gym battling, raid battle. I'll hold my hand. Actually, probably, what do? I guess I kind of do this. I just hold my hand like this and I'm tapping away. Unless I got my hand in my pocket and I'm just do. But I try to choose the pose that I'm generally most often doing. And of course, you got to keep the old Charmander family hat going on. I don't usually wear my jean jacket. I have a black hoodie that I usually wear. You, what? It kicked you out? That's not fair. That's not fair at all. Okay, I'm going to wait on the screen. Hang on, let's do it. Let's do it. Use this party. Also, I'm using a shiny Leafeon. Because apparently my other Leafeon is not is perfect, but it's not at a proper CP. Alright, everybody. Lokester versus Flarester. What do I call mine? I think Flamester. Oh man, my charm's not very effective. It's still doing some good damage though. I'm going to switch over. I'm going to switch over. I was going to switch over. See, that's kind of why I don't like Go Battle League so much. Like, I could have actually not taken that. Or I could have taken that. I've had so many times when I have a charged attack in Go Battle League, but it seems the opponent is always given the priority. And occasionally I rant about this on Twitter. What was it? Like, I'll purposely not use a charged attack on something I'm about to knock out. I'm going to say not now. So that I have a charged move for what comes in next. But the moment that they send in their next Pokemon, they get their charge move off before I do. And that's not even close to fair. Like, watch this, okay? Watch this. I'm tapping. Oh, it worked. Okay. But, yeah, quite often in Battle League, I've said, like, it feels to the extreme. Like, 99% of people seem to get their attack off before I can. And I don't like that. But, in the end, it's all experience. So we can handle superpower. Come on, bring it on. Let's see. As you say, it is laggy. Yeah, it never stops being laggy. Look how... Ouch. Okay, then. Oh, no. No. My only other one is Leafeon. Wait, where am I? What am I doing? I forgot the move. I'm not even holding the phone right. I can't get it. Shield that. Yes, thank you. If I'm going to waste that many circles, thank you for shielding on that one. Alright, this will be interesting. Not as interesting as I would have hoped. No! Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh, we could have... Well, I mean, at our low HP, we're probably done for if we didn't block that. So, we'll see if Shiny Linné can handle Flareon. I kind of feel like not. It's close. Oh! Missed it by that much. Why did I sound like Maxwell Smart and not Kermit, Yoda? Missed it by that much. But anyways, what did I even get? I didn't even notice. Let me go to my... Is it in my journal? It may very well be. I got some Stardust. Neat. That was fun indeed. Came down to shiny evolutions, back and forth. Hello, Palkia. What the? It just hatched. You see that? I remembered it was going to hatch soon. I'm like, it must be there now. And it just popped out. That was cool. Anyways, I guess that's going to be it. Unless you want to do one more battle. I'm still open for another battle. And then I should get rolling and see what call I missed. And I'm probably going to aim to come back in a few hours from now for a public TCG stream. And again, it might just be a matter of me going through my daily challenges, but if anybody during the stream wants to initiate a battle or get one of the codes that I'll give out, because as I just showed earlier, I got so many of these codes that I can hand out, and I'm hoping soon to be able to start getting an influx, let's say, of more recent code cards. I don't know if that's going to work the way I'm hoping, but that is the hope anyways. Say, sure, another battle. Oh, you got a rare candy? I only need 3 more rare candies. And then I can evolve. Let me show you. Hang on. Calm down. Alright. Now, technically, Rouge, the Noibat. I have 123 candies right now. I only need another, 277 to be able to evolve into Noivern. And as you'll see here, I got 374. However, I like to try to keep 100 candy for each species. So, doing the math, means I only need to get 3 more rare candies to be able to evolve Rouge into Noivern. That's going to eat up so many rare candies. But I'm okay with that because I'm constantly being told, oh, you can't spin this Pokestop. Your item bag is full. As soon as I burn almost 400 rare candies on that evolution, I'm going to have so much more item space. You still need yourself a Noibat. Really? Well, they're not super common to find in the wild. Where is Noibat? I have hatched a number of them from the eggs, the 10k eggs. That's an egg. That's an egg. That's an egg. Yeah, so they've all hatched. So there's potential if you can hatch one of those. But you know what I don't have yet? No, maybe you have the Sailor Pika, but either way, let me know. Have you ever, where am I here? Go here. Have you ever, where is it? Have you ever gotten one of these? I have not yet seen Axew after all this time. Well, I've seen it, but I've personally never got one. Yeah, I'm up for a costume Pikachu match, indeed. Do you want to say CP is at a certain maximum, or just go with whatever league that we're in? Because I'm cool either way. But to all this time, like, okay, let's see what can hatch out of this one. Okay, this must be the Adventure Sync egg. You can get Noibat from that too, by the way. Here, super rare, but I can get Axew from this egg. Another Adventure Sync egg, and I can get Axew from this egg. So again, they're super rare, but what I usually do, if my egg collection has 4 10k eggs, I'll try to maximize my strange eggs from Team Go Rocket, which I currently have. Every Monday, if my egg collection is at 4 10ks, I incubate everything I have. I try to time them out so they'll all hatch at the same time. But this coming Monday, hopefully I'll be seeing a whole bunch of these eggs hatching. We might see our first Axew. And that's that. But I'd like to see more, for example, if I hatch more Noibat, that's some more candies I can use without having to use rare candies for the evolution. I'm excited for this Monday, even though I'm likely not going to get the Axew. And I don't think I've seen any in the wild, like nearby or anything. Maybe once or twice, but somewhere that I couldn't get to. Maybe like, you know, I don't know, across the river. Perhaps. What if there was one outside this whole time, like I'm yammering on, and then it just disappeared? That'd be fun. We got Shiny Ghastly down the way. Yeah, so I'm good with whatever CP. Just issue me the battle invite. And oh, you don't have Axew either. Why are they so rare? And you know how they're starting to produce more evolved Pokemon in the wild, like I mentioned for getting Candy XL? What if the first Axew that either of us finds is actually like a Fracture? Or, very unlikely, a Haxorus? Then it'd be like, we need to get the other ones. You might have seen it on your nearby once. I'm thinking maybe the same, maybe once or twice for me. But Axew is still quite rare. Someday we'll get them. Perhaps, maybe, somewhat. You know what I can actually see them doing, actually see them doing, is making an Axew community day. That could be a thing. Alright, let's look for costume Pikachu here. Pikachu. Take off evolutionary line. So we have, ooh, low CPs. Alright, we got the Galachu, we've got Dora the Explorer Chew, and we've got, no, you know what? I'm going to ignore Journey Chew. I'm going to go with Trickachew. My shiny 666 CP, what's it called? Mimikyu Pikachu. I remember, if you've seen the Halloween covers I did, I think last year, or was it 2 years ago? I don't remember. But, oh, look, you got the one from the Pokemon Go Fest. Oh, how cute. It's going to obliterate me, because it probably has... Oh, I've got present! I'm just throwing gift boxes at you. Let's go discharge. I was like, what the heck did Pikachu just hit you with? I like that. Oh, no. Wait, my CP's so much higher. How dare you? Wild Charge. Let's do this. Come on, Galachu. You can do this. You're going down anyway. Let's drop your defense along the way. Let's do it! Ooh! I took down the what is that? The Pop Star Pikachu. Throw a gift out. Throw a present. Oh, it's flying. It's part flying type. Let's go, Dorachu. The big fight. You got fly. I'm not worried about no fly attack. Check this out, people. Like, no damage. Look at this. Wow, that hurt. Pikachu just goes to the air. And interestingly enough, though, I've mentioned how, of course, the Elite TMs can teach your Pokemon moves they could have gotten before, but now they can't. And oh, Pikachu Libre. What's interesting is you can't teach Fly to a new dog. You also can't teach Fly to a Pikachu that does not have balloons. Only the balloon Pikachu can learn that. Come on, Trickachu. It's our last Pokemon. We're going to shield these up. Let's do this. And yeah, so this was the first of the Mimikyu Pikachu that I found during that Halloween event. It was so funny, too, because I'm like, now remember, folks, before I clicked on it, these can be shiny. And I clicked it, and it came out, it was shiny. Rare candy, thank you. And I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, so much just happened. When I clicked on it, it came out as shiny. I'm like, and this is shiny. Okay. But I just got a rare candy and a Sinnoh Stone. That's crazy. You know what? Since we can get one more reward per day, you can get up to 3 rewards during trainer battles per day. You want to send me one more battle invite? I got some more time. I can wait a little bit. I also want to point out, if you look really closely at your screen, up here where it shows my, right about here, the Mega Evolution, I thought there was some sort of a weird, like, thing of, like, dirt on my screen, or maybe a crack, but now they actually show you the Pokemon you've currently got Mega Evolved. And I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool, this tiny little Beedrill. So it's letting you know. I don't know why they need to show Beedrill, because they actually just say the word right here, but it just made me stop and think, what is on my screen? I tried scratching off whatever dirt might have been there. It's like completely smooth. I'm like, I don't know what that is. Sometimes I notice that you know, that whole thing about screen burn, where if something is on screen for so long, it'll permanently, like, burn into the what would you call it, the glass maybe. So I do have some screen burn on my phone from where, like, my icons, like, say Instagram, YouTube and stuff. Can't really see it too much all the time, but I can make out the YouTube thing. You can't see it here. Apparently I can't, because what I was looking at that I thought was the YouTube symbol completely was not. So I'm rambling, but feel free to issue one more battle. Now, you know what? I kind of, although I showed the codes for my Pokemon Home, I guess I don't need to confirm any requests that come in. I kind of want to keep this public for people to see, because these battles are kind of cool. Or no. I can just cut that out. I can clip it. I can snip it. I can upload it as is. I think we'll do that. I'll take this stream, copy it down, and I'll just put up our battles. Those will be fun, kind of fun. Okay, just do a regular Great League battle. That works for me. I got my Great League team chosen up. We usually do okay. We'll see how well they do against the Sailor Pika. And we'll get our final rewards. If I get 2 rare candies, that'll be sweet. That'll be all I need for my Noivern. Alright, let's go. What the heck? Let's go over to the Great Randos, which you can see on screen. You can customize your team. But yeah, I can do this. I can cut the clips and put them up and just say, if you want to be a channel member, oh boy, that's grass type. You can't have Razor Leaf, though. You got to have, like, Acid, right? Get out of there! But I say, if you want to be a channel member, you can get involved in battles like this. What is happening? Fire, cast form, you're fired. Aerial Ace, let's go. Well, we can do this. We got this, Arthur. Does anyone out there, meaning whoever might be watching after the clipping is done, does anyone out there know why I named my moth Arthur? It's a valid question. Alright, let's do this. Come on. What are you going to hit me with? Weather Ball? Pfft. Ember? Pfft. You could have Solar Beam. Okay, Weather Ball. That's fine. I suddenly realized, yeah, Solar Beam's a thing, isn't it? Alright, come on, Vileplume. You think you can... Oh, Milotic. Think you can handle this Rock Slide? Let's go. Break them shields. don't think we're going to win, folks. But if not, at least I won the, I'm gonna shield. At least I won the Pikachu showdown. I'll be content with that. Ooh, Surf. Can I switch? I can switch. You can switch too. Let's go for a Mud Bomb. Let's see if we can get some at least neutral damage off. I don't know if it's going to matter, or you could just simply shield it as well. Either way. Ooh, that did some. That did some. Come on now. Come on now. Go down, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. Okay, come on. Rock throws can do this. Not well. Rock slide, quick. Go. Rock slide. Go, go, go. No! Okay. Fair enough. You had the type advantage on 2 of your Pokemon. We'll accept that. Good game. Got a Sinnoh Stone. Nice. 2 Sinnoh Stones from today's battles. Hopefully you got some good rewards as well. Alright. With that, though, I should end off here so I can keep track of what's going on outside of streaming. Got to get that phone call answered. I got to go and grab myself something to eat for suppers, and then I'll probably come back for some Pokemon TCG Online in a couple of hours now. So thank you, Sailor Pika, for hanging out and basically just being like a sounding board for my ideas for future content here for channel members. And not even just members, but like other viewers and stuff too. But specifically extra bonuses for channel members. And I guess that's that. So again, thanks for hanging out, and thanks for the battles, and also helping with testing that trade. Excuse me, hiccup/burp maybe. Testing the trade in Pokemon Home to see. It does cost one of my 10 daily friend trades. But I guess the room trading doesn't have a limit on that. So, again, I'll try to incorporate that in the best way possible. For the time being, Professor Chaz is signing off. Again, thanks for hanging out and helping me get some ideas kind of thought out in my head. And I'll catch you next time. Have a good, I'm going to say evening, because since you're the only one here, I know you got evening coming up. I don't need to do my whole global... Have a good weekend or whatever time it is, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time.